Good afternoon, automotive fanatics. It's Peter, your automotive fanatic, coming at you guys with another product review. We are going to dive right into it, and what we are looking at is a new product from EVBASE. Those of you that have seen my rear screen display video that I put out just a few weeks ago, well, EVBASE actually reached out to me and they made a brand new or a refreshed screen. That's what we're going to go ahead and take a look at today. In all fairness, that screen had been out for a little time and I got it a little late in terms of its life cycle, but EVBASE actually revised it substantially to look different, function different, and I am going to spoiler alert you guys and let you know it is worth the upgrade. Now the install is still going to be a very easy 15-minute install. There are going to be a couple of different cables that you do have to hook up, but it's not going to be difficult at all. Now with the change with this one of the more complicated cables that you will have to install is the cable that connects to your driver's seat control module for the screen to actually control the seat adjustment. Now for myself, I did not do that because I don't want to allow rear passengers the ability to control the front seats in terms of how they recline and move back and forth. So we're going to skip that part. I'm not going to show it to you guys because I don't think it's really a useful feature, but everything else about this refresh screen you are really going to like. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive right in. Here you have a side-by-side comparison of the two rear displays. This is going to be the newer generation. This is the older, and you can immediately see the difference. With the newer generation, you've got that silver bezel here, and you can obviously see that the airflow is going to be more restricted because you just have a simple bar here, where the older display does have the larger vanes here to get more airflow. You also see that the older one has more charging ports. You've got two USBs. You have the C-type here. The new one is going to be with two C-type chargers. The display itself, I measured the distance from here to here, as well as from here to here on the edges. They are exactly the same screen size. This one is not larger, this one is not smaller. Again, the same screen size. And I really believe it's just going to be personal preference on looks, on which one you decide looks better. Now with the newer generation, the biggest improvement that you're going to see, I should say two, the biggest improvements, and I'll show you later, is going to be the layout of the home screen. And the other thing is that this one here allows you to play or connect a third-party Bluetooth, such as a headset, where this one does not. So I am going to show you this new setup here. So let's go ahead and install it and show you the differences. For the first portion of this demonstration, I wanted to show you guys the basic setup of the display. As you can tell, it has a feature that's called auto lock, and we're going to go ahead and swipe up here. This is going to be the basic, I will say, the climate control setup here. Now, very similar to the past unit, in order for you to get the fans working in the very back, the main fan system has to be on. So if you try to do this, you see nothing is on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the main fan onto the car. You can immediately see the display has some animation here. You're going to simply adjust it like this, and you can definitely feel the airflow coming out here. We'll turn it down. We'll go ahead and close that. It turns this off. There's no airflow. Turn it on. There's airflow coming out. If we hit this button here, it's going to display the rear seat's heating control that you can activate simply by clicking on it. I can hit close all and it will turn it all off. Now with this specific device here, you can control these seats. I did not set it up because I don't want passengers in the very back to be able to adjust how my seat is. However, if that's something that you want to do, there is just an additional cable that connects essentially from this display here onto the the driver's seat so that you can control it. But again, totally up to you guys. This middle button here is going to show you the Android setup with different apps. You've got your music control where you can fast forward to the next track. You can pause it. You can lock the screen if you want. Simply swipe back up to unlock it, and this here turns it off. You hit it and it turns right back on. You can click the volume button here, which will control the volume of the system. This here is going to show you the temperature, and as you can see, EVBASE has actually changed this to reflect Fahrenheit, which is nice. The way that you can adjust that, you can go into general, you can change it to Celsius, however you guys like. Now that is just a high-level overview of the HVAC controllers, where you guys are going to get the best benefits from the system is using this Android-based setup. Now we'll go back to the Android setup. You can go to your Android settings here. If you're used to using Android, you're going to feel right at home. The back button brings us right back here. Natively from EVBASE, you've got all these apps here. Prime Video is not included in this package. I actually side-loaded it, and I'll show you guys how to do that shortly. But the device is currently connected to my home Wi-Fi so that I can click on Chrome, and I'll show you briefly what we can browse here on the internet. Yahoo, we'll just do that. Goes right to Yahoo. Really cool to have if you're a passenger. And kind of going back here, we'll go to YouTube, and here is all of the channels here. You can go to home, you can do your music choices. So YouTube plays just like it normally would. Now in order for you to listen and play music from this device onto the Tesla system, you do have to connect the Tesla to this setup. And for my specific device, the Bluetooth name was TSL-BTD. Yours might be similar, it might be a little different, but the variation should be very close, so you can go ahead and do that, and it does play. Now let's go ahead and show you a couple of other things here. As I had mentioned, the EVBASE setup does not include Prime Video. I side-loaded it, and what that means is I downloaded an APK file, put it on a flash drive, and the way that you access it is you're going to hit your file manager. And let's go ahead and just get out of here so I can bring you guys back here. Now if I go to let's see how we did it here. I simply hit this arrow, this here, and it allows me to choose either the internal shared storage or my flash USB drive. So I just click on that. I've got my APK folder, and there is my Prime Video app that I sideloaded. So we'll just go right back to that real quick. There's my Prime Video, and as you can see, it loads up. I was actually testing it earlier. It works flawlessly. As long as you have an account, you can totally do that. Now, some people have also asked me about Disney Plus. I unfortunately don't have a Disney Plus account, so I didn't sideload it, but you can sideload it. Just make sure it's one of the older versions that will play. Otherwise, Disney always updates their apps and it might lock you out and that you're unable to play with it. But let's just show you the quality of the video here. We'll hit that. This really does not do the video justice. It's exceptionally sharp on here. You can hear that it is playing off of my Tesla system. Really nice stuff here. This is at a minimum 1080p, and there's no reason to believe that it is anything less than that. The picture and video quality is superb on this video here. So we'll simply pause it. We'll get out. Another cool thing that I did want to share with you guys, because this is Android based, you have the ability to do split screen. Here's the cool thing about the setup. If I just do this, I go back to my home page. You guys see how it dropped right down there? It allows me to have access to the HVAC. I can play it here, and I'll maximize it again. It goes right up. Now, if you are used to using Android, you can do a feature that is called split screen. It's been a while since I've used split screen, but let me show you guys how to do it. You're going to go ahead and just kind of pull down here. You'll see this. You're going to click on that. And you've got this here. I believe I can do this and move it over here. So now I have this playing over here, and I've got this screen here playing. But when you are doing a split screen, it does look a little strange because it's all compressed, but you're able still to do other things. You can browse the internet on here. You can watch this video over here. There's a great example of the split screen. I'm watching it here, and I can essentially play my music over here. So that is a really cool, game-changing feature of this setup. I will say that this system is going to be best for parents with children who want to entertain guests or whatever it is in your car. I think this is a true game changer. Now, one other thing that is going to take this up even another notch, you are able to connect a Bluetooth to it. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to previously connected devices. I had paired my Bluetooth headset or earbuds in. If I just simply take it out like this, I'm going to pair it together. It's going to connect. I'll go back here. You will see that my earbuds are fully connected to this video here and what's playing. So now the music no longer plays on the car, but it plays on my Bluetooth. So again, a true game changer. If you do not want to be disturbed and you want to watch your video, you can connect a Bluetooth headset to this device. So that is going to be kind of the main cool features that you're going to get with this new setup here from EVBASE. I'm going to take this out to show you. This on the right side is going to be your data. This here is going to be your charger, and I'll show you guys how it plugs in. I'm going to just simply plug it in, and as you can tell, it is charging. So really nice. One of the disadvantages though that you cannot get around is this slot here is where your air is going to come from. It's a little limited, but I think overall you're still going to have enough airflow to cool you down, but it's going to be no match to the stock OEM vents that are going to be right here. But again, kind of the nature of the beast, you've got to compromise a little bit to get a really nice looking display and sacrificing some airflow. So hopefully you guys like this display and how the improvements have really changed the dynamics of this display here. If you have any questions, feel free to post up. I will be happy to help you guys with any questions that you have. So with the screen installed and fully functional, I went ahead and showed you guys really the best features that's going to help you maximize how you use the screen. I do want to go ahead and find out, post below, what you guys think of the revision. I personally think the refresh on this screen is fabulous. You've got some really cool features that are added on. I love the fact that you can actually connect a third-party Bluetooth to the screen and allow your kids or your rear passengers to listen on their headset. So EVBASE, well done on that part. The appearance itself, it's pretty nice, and I think it's really going to be determined upon what you guys think. But again, I think it's a nice change. If you are interested in the product, I will post a link below with my discount code for you guys to purchase the unit. Save yourself some money as well. As usual, my automotive fanatic family, thank you for stopping by and checking out another video. If you have not already, please consider subscribing to my channel. We've got some good traction going on with the growth of my channel, and I want to go ahead and continue improving upon the channel. This is going to be Peter, your automotive fanatic, signing off until the very next time, my friends.